It's a cool. Harry, do you believe in biopsies for checking unknown tumors? Definitely not. Nope, nope, nope. Dad, with his kidney cancer, they the initial doctor said, "Oh, maybe we should do a biopsy," and I said, "No way in hell. I don't want it spreading beyond that." And then the oncologist that we had, luckily, I actually asked for somebody that had a bit of experience, and we ended up with this Russian oncologist, Russian Australian, who'd come out from Russia. Nice fellow, very nice fellow. He said, "Look, I'm going to treat you, George," he said to my father, "as if you're my grandfather." And I said, "You're more likely to die from kidney cancer than die from it." He said, "We'll leave it and we'll just monitor it." Since then, doing the stuff that I told him to do, it's actually halved in size, and his kidneys have grown as well, less, problematic. So left it alone. It's got better with getting rid of a lot of the fructose and, and stuff that was higher in deuterium, all the sort of stuff, and getting better nutrition in him. That's the best way to go about it without playing around. No is and a big no, very risky, these sort of things. Best to basically use methods like ultrasound and other things to basically determine that you've got something, and then go to my protocols that I've got that are covered in the cancer playlist that explains how cancer emerges, what it is, why it exists, and how it comes about, and what to do about it. Based on research that I've looked in and the way I've extrapolated that research and given you the information. This is not medical advice, guys, but it's an extrapolation from a lot of research that shows that these methods have efficaciousness. That means they are useful and all that. I'm not claiming cure. What I'm claiming is that these have shown in research to basically improve or ameliorate the condition. What you take from that is your business. And the deuterium side explains the damaging of the mitochondria and how the signaling takes place between the mitochondria and the nucleus, and those signaling interactions upregulate oncogenes and all that, the way they happen. Yes, that happens. Both are valid. Some people are sort of focused on the genetic side. The genetic side is a consequence of signaling from mitochondria, and it has to do with energy deprivation. Nothing to do with, it just happened. Even when a virus causes cancer, it's because it's gone into the endoplasmic reticulum, stuffed up a lot of the machinery there, forced the Krebs cycle into reverse to suck in more deuterium and damage the mitochondria even further to create more, to produce more lactate to feed itself. That's what viruses do. And that's why they can sometimes, in people that have already got some pre-existing damage, that they can force the damage even further to the level where the mitochondria get too damaged, their energy producing mechanisms, and then they signal to the nucleus that we need to run an old fermentation program to generate lactate to basically provide energy to the cell, but also to the little virus. Anyway, so we need to understand how these things happen by having this holistic understanding. Most people don't. And this sort of stuff is just basically doctors are trying to get jing at your own expense and potential the risk to basically allow something to spread to other tissue in the body. Not an advisable thing. I can't give you advice. If you want to go and listen to that advice, that's your issue. If I was personally in the same position, I would not take that advice. That's my personal opinion, not medical advice. But do go and check my playlist on cancer, and you'll get a lot of insights that you probably don't have. And I see that you're also new to my channel, so you probably aren't aware of the information. And then come back and ask me questions for things that you haven't not understood.